Hi everyone, it's Tatiana from Tatiana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. During the summertime, one of my favorite meals to enjoy are pork ribs. And since just my husband and I, we usually have leftovers, today I'll show you how to repurpose pork rib meat and make my pork and bell pepper burritos with mango salsa. And I'll be using my favorite brand, Smithfield Dry Seasoned Ribs in sweet and smoky Kansas City barbecue. And I love Smithfield pork ribs. They are loaded with so much flavor. You get that authentic restaurant quality barbecue flavor right at home. Let's get started and I'll show you how to make these delicious burritos. To have some delicious leftover pork rib meat, you've got to have some pork ribs. And using Smithfield's dry seasoned ribs is super convenient. You can have a delicious weekday dinner or weekend meal ready in under 2 hours. You can either throw the ribs onto a grill or into the oven. I prefer to bake mine in the oven. I just place the meat onto a baking sheet lined with foil, wrap the meat up, and then into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And I love these ribs because they're super juicy and they are seasoned to perfection. So you'll want to take the ribs from the bone and then just shred them into small pieces like this. And I find it's helpful if you heat these up maybe in the microwave, the meat kind of pulls away from the bone a lot easier, and then just chop it up and that's it. For my rice, I've measured out half a cup of medium grain rice. I'm going to pour that into a small saucepan and then I'll add my water. So just follow your package instructions and add the correct ratio of water to rice. And now for my seasonings, I'll be adding half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. So I want to get some extra flavor in my rice. I'm just going to give this a stir. I'm going to cover it and then simmer on the stovetop, prepare it according to package instructions. And now we can get started on the rest of our fillings. Next, I'm going to get started on my mango salsa. So for this recipe, I'll be using half of a red bell pepper. You can also use green. And I'm going to dice all the ingredients to pea-sized pieces. This next ingredient is optional, but if you like a little spice in your salsa, you can add some jalapeno. I've seeded mine because I don't like my salsa too spicy. Next up, I'm chopping 2 green onions. I'm going to transfer my ingredients into a large bowl. And now for one of my favorite salsa ingredients, cilantro. So I'm going to use a small bunch of cilantro. And now for the rest of my ingredients, I'll be adding 1 medium tomato that I've diced. And our star ingredient, I've diced 1 large mango. I'll pile all that in. To give my salsa some zestiness, I'm going to squeeze the juice of 1 lime over the top. It's going to add really nice freshness to the salsa. I'm going to season my salsa with a little bit of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon, and pour over a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And now, just toss it all together. I'm just going to set it aside for now. I'm going to actually place it into the refrigerator and let it marinate in all these delicious juices. I'm heating a medium-sized frying pan over medium heat. I'm going to drizzle in a little bit of olive oil. And now it's time to add our peppers. So I've chopped 1 large red bell pepper. To that, I'll be adding 1 chopped shallot. And I've minced 3 garlic cloves. I'm going to toss this all together and saute it for about 4 to 5 minutes over medium heat until the shallot is translucent and the bell pepper is soft and tender. I'm going to season this mixture with a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon, and some ground black pepper. Next, I'll add in my pork rib meat. Just toss all of this together, and this smells absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna let it cook down for another 4 to 5 minutes to reheat the meat, and then we'll be ready to assemble our burritos. I'm using large 10-inch flour tortillas. I have some fresh mozzarella cheese, a little bit of sour cream. My rice is all done. I got my mango salsa out of the refrigerator. First, I'm spreading a little bit of sour cream across my flour tortilla. Next, I'm going to sprinkle on my shredded mozzarella cheese. And now I'm ready to add my rice. And you want to keep your rice really nice and fluffy. And now it's time for that delicious pork and pepper filling. And I divided this meat into quarters in my pan so that each burrito is going to have the same amount. Oh, this looks so good already. I'm actually going to place my mango salsa right into the center so you have some of it with every single bite. So I'm going to fold over the sides first and then gently roll it all together. It's super easy to make. Just like that. And now to warm up these burritos and melt the cheese on the inside, I've heated my griddle. You can also use a frying pan for this. I'm gonna drop them onto that heated surface. And then once the tortilla is golden brown on one side, take some kitchen tongs and flip it over and grill on the other side as well. And I'm gonna slice into one so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Look at that, that looks amazing. So we've got so much going on here. We have that delicious pork rib meat, our mango salsa, seasoned rice, mozzarella cheese, and sour cream. All this combined together is gonna taste like heaven in your mouth. And I love to have a little bit of salsa on the side and some sour cream. Just dip it right in and dig in to enjoy. Mmm. The flavors in these burritos are amazing. I love the combination of that sweet mango salsa combined with that sweet and smoky pork rib meat. And you can have this delicious recipe done in 30 minutes. So make sure to head over to smithfieldthrowdown.com for more grilling tips and recipes like this one.